Welcome back to those who have the main headlines and more details. On the occasion marking the birth anniversary of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi attended on Wednesday a celebration organized by the Ministry of Religious Endowment. Addressing the attendees, President al-Sisi said that the celebration recalls all meanings of mercy in Islam, adding that Islam is based on construction principles, not destruction. The President also called for an end to the Prophet Muhammad being the target of insults in the name of free speech. President al-Sisi said that people have the right to express what they have in mind, but said this must be stopped when the feelings of more than 1.5 billion Muslims are hurt. The President reiterated that correcting the misconception of Islam topped the state's priorities. President al-Sisi stressed the significance of integrating all efforts of religious, educational and media institutions to build a moderate character capable of facing actual challenges. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi congratulated the Egyptian people as well as the Arab and Islamic nations on the occasion of Prophet Muhammad's birth anniversary. On his social media pages, President al-Sisi wrote that the occasion represents a great example of infinite human giving and an idol for honesty, commitment and sacrifice. The President hoped all people to be inspired by a strong will and patience on his day. President al-Sisi also wished that peace, security and stability spread all over the country. Meanwhile, President al-Sisi exchanged congratulatory cables with leaders of Arab and Islamic nations on the occasion of Prophet Muhammad's birth anniversary. The President reiterated that the celebration recalls all high principles and values in Islam, asserting that Islam encourages to follow a moderate concept which protects the nation from extremism and spreads peace and security. President al-Sisi also congratulated the Egyptian expats across the world in a congratulatory cable, wishing them success and for Egypt and the Islamic nation prosperity, peace and progress. The President also received congratulatory cables from top state officials on the occasion. Meanwhile, on her social media pages, Egypt's First Lady, Mrs. Intisar al-Sisi, said that celebrating the Prophet's birth is an occasion to get inspired with the noble values delivered by him, adding that the Prophet has gifted humanity with a perfect civilization. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi held a meeting on Wednesday with Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli as well as a number of ministers and officials. The meeting followed up the executive status of Siwa Oasis development project as well as developing and protecting beaches of the northern Delta and Port Said. President al-Sisi was briefed during the meeting on establishing the infrastructure of these national projects, especially those of developing Siwa Oasis in the Western Desert. The President gave his directives to carrying out the development process in a comprehensive way that preserves the distinguished heritage character of the area. President al-Sisi also reviewed the executive steps of establishing agricultural sewage water treatment plants in order to provide sources of irrigation water to the zones of Middle and Western Delta. The President also was briefed on a number of projects of the Armed Forces Engineering Authority across Egypt. Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry holds talks with Russian officials on bilateral ties and regional issues of mutual concern. The talks center on coordination between the two countries regarding ongoing efforts to revive the Middle East peace process in addition to regional crises. The top diplomat is expected to meet with the Russian Minister of Industry and Trade Denis Manturov and General Secretary of Russian National Security Council Nikolai Patrushev. The foreign minister will also meet with the head of Foreign Relations Committee at the State Duma plus a number of senior Russian political officials.